All right, I'm set in a 2017 Nissan Murano. The AC doesn't work. It blows. Obviously here, so it blows air, but it's not cold air. Even the AC is on. So the customer brought it in. Another shop told them that it might be the AC compressor. So they brought it in. So they had to replace the AC compressor themselves, and they brought it in for me to put Freon in. So I'm sitting there trying to put Freon in and waiting for the compressor to kick in, and it never did. I come in here, turn the AC on, the AC works. Then I noticed something up here. It says -22, so the vehicle thinks it's way too cold, so that compressor will never kick in because it's thinking obviously it's way below zero. Put on my scan tool. The code that came up was B257C, which is the ambient sensor that sits in the front of the vehicle. Normally, it sits right before the AC compressor. Plugs in out there somewhere and just reads the temperature outside. So I've already checked it, but it's here. Let me just show you guys. All right. So we're sitting right here. This is under the vehicle. This was just dangling down over here, and this wire is completely cut off, so it's not registering anything in there. So I'm not sure what's going on. I'm assuming this vehicle was in an accident before, so I'm going to go ahead and try to get this fixed, put it back together, and I'm pretty sure that's going to solve our issue, because this guy does read with the obviously ECM, and if ECM controls the AC compressor, whether it kicks in or not. So, but here's our problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that fixed quick. All right, so I'm out of the vehicle again. I cut this out, and it was cut right over here. I wasn't able to. I mean, the only way for me to fix it, I would have to like depin it and repin it to the wire, but it would be too short of a wire then. So what I did was, we have another Nissan that's laying around. I just cut this from it for now, and I'm gonna have to look up the wiring diagram because these are two different colors, and hook this up to it and test it out and see where it goes from there. Okay, so for the HVAC, we have no faults anymore, so everything's passed, but that still says, come on, -22. So I'm gonna start a car quick, see if that cycles. Let's see where it goes from there. Still reading that it's pretty cold. We gotta give it a little bit. I'm gonna turn the AC on. There you go. AC kicked in right away. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but it kicked in almost immediately. So I have a temporary hooked up right now. I'm assuming that'll cycle through. Say, turn the car off quick. All right, so turn back on. And if it doesn't fix it, it'll fix itself in a little bit once the vehicle's moving. But I've got the AC on, and it's blowing pretty cold right now. I'm gonna put in a little bit more Freon, and we should be good to go. I know. Here, let me just turn it off quick. So it's off now, and it kicked in right away. You can kind of hear that click, but should be good from here on. So I turned the vehicle on and off a couple of times, and that cycled, and now it's reading the correct temperature, and the AC is blowing pretty cold right now. It's sitting pretty good, and I'm going to turn the compressor off and turn it on one more time, and it's you can kind of hear that click. There you go. Well, that fixes the issue. So it's not always a compressor. In this case, the customer replaced the compressor for no reason and just put in a ton of Freon, again, for no reason. So spent quite a bit of money, and I mean, if you look at your cluster panel here, you should be able to read what the heck, something's wrong. It's not negative 22. But anyway, we're good to go.